Okay, in this last part, what I'm going to do now is clip out or shape our data that we have here, both the continuous raster data and the contour data. We're going to clip that out to the shape of North America so that we can make a presentable map, something we can share and look at and make comparisons on. So to do that, I'm going to put ArcMap again against the side here. Right click on my raster data, zoom to layer just so I can see all of the data. And I'm going to pop open ArcCatalog again. And again, if it pops up like this, I'm just going to hold it against the side, make a two-panel view. So what I'm going to do, and I've created a data set projected to the proper conic North America projection that we're using for this. And it lives on the N drive. So what I'm going to do is connect, come back into ArcCatalog, use the connect to folder tool again. And this time I'm going to connect directly to the N drive, which I'll find right here under this triangle for computer. And there's the N drive. And click OK. Remember, you want to click, you typically want to connect to root level folders here. You don't want to go too far down into folders with the connect to folder. So I'm going to click open the N drive, and I'm going to scroll down to a folder called Workshops. And you do have access to this folder. And in Workshops, you're going to see a folder called Storm Data. Click plus sign there. There's a geodatabase there, and in that is a feature class called North America. And I'll show you what that looks like. Let's preview it. It's all of the lower 48 states, Alaska, and the Canadian provinces. And it's been, again, projected to the proper projection. Let's take a look at that again. Right-click here, Properties. You can see it's North America Lambert Conformal Conic, which is what we've been working with over here. And I'll right-click here, Properties, and we'll look at the general, or the source. Apologize. We'll look at the source here for the raster data set. You'll see North America Lambert Conformal Conic. So this data set will work well. Okay, I'm just going to click on it here in ArcCatalog and drag it over. And so it will come in underneath all of our other data sets, but it's in there. So I can minimize ArcCatalog now, maximize ArcMap, right-click any one of these layers at this point, and zoom to layer just to kind of center things up. Although we do have Hawaii out here, but that's no big deal. So what I'm going to do first is I'll move North America up. Notice what I'm doing here. I can actually reorder my layers in here anytime I want. So if there's something like this that comes in underneath, doesn't really belong underneath, I really need that to be on top to give me reference. I'm going to click and drag that on top. And now you can see because of its space filling feature of this polygon, so here's a polygon feature set. So we've seen points, we've seen lines, and now we're looking at polygons. And again, this is another very discrete form, although there are space filling, this is discrete data. And I right click this and open attribute table. And you'll see that every polygon in this table is also a picture. So every record in this table refers to one polygon that you're seeing here. So we got a couple of options here. I'm going to double click North America here, get into its properties, go to symbology layer, click the big blue button here that reflects this color. Let's click right on that. I'm going to make it hollow, just so I can see through the polygons. Make that a little thicker. Click OK, apply, and OK. Now you can see I can actually look through the polygons and get a real sense of what we're looking at. Clear selected features, just to turn that off. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I can clip these polylines, these contours, turn them off and on. I'm going to clip the contours so that they match the boundary layers for the continental North America. To do that, come up here to Geoprocessing. This Geoprocessing menu is a shortcut to the most commonly used tools in the software: buffer, clip, intersect, union, merge. You can also get to the search tools here, the entire toolbox, but these tools tend to get used quite a lot. So I'm going to use clip. And again, the help is very helpfully opened here. And the clip features, the input features, are what we're going to clip. So it works like kind of like a cookie cutter. Here's your dough, here's the cutter, here's the cookie. So the dough here is going to be the contours, and I'm going to want to clip those to North America. And again, I want to make sure that I have this outputted to where I need it to be, and again, that's to our connected folder here. Again, click the drop down, folder connections, here's our demo data, right here into the same geodatabase I've been working, and I can call this Contours North America. Click Save, and OK. Now they'll clip those out. Have that tool run. Right, I'm going to go ahead and pause this and let this run. Okay, so you can see that our clip is done running now, and I'll turn off the original contours, and you can see now, I'll zoom in here, grab my magnifying glass, left click, drag a square. You can see now the contours have been clipped to the continental North America. And you can see I've turned off the old ones. You can see the difference now if I zoom in a little bit. I'm going to change these a bit, make these a single color. So you can see now the difference. The contour lines now stop at the shoreline. Okay, I'll move that to the bottom. So now we've clipped out our contours. I'm going to right click on my raster and zoom back out just to reset. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract this raster data set using North America, at this continental North America raster file as my tool, as my kind of cookie cutter. So to do that, you click on the search box again, and the tool we're going to look for this time, click on tools, is we're going to look for extract by mask. And fortunately, it's the only one in the toolbox that does this, so it pops right up. So again, Spatial Analyst is going to be used here, extract by mask. Our input raster is going to be the only raster data set we have. In this case, it's the January WCT data. And the input feature mask, this is going to be kind of, looks just like a clip, only clips can only work with points, lines, and polygons. Extract by mask works with raster data sets. So we're going to extract based on North America. And this final output raster, I'm going to make sure I save it to our spot. Again, go to my drop down here, folder connections, demo data, go right into the geodatabase again. And this is my January WCT data clip. Save it. And OK. Let that run. I'm going to pause it again because this might take a few minutes to run. Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, so it lied. It's all successful, and you can see now the difference. The color scale has changed, and we can adjust that. And I'll slide over here a little bit. And you can see now, if I turn off the other data set, the original, you can see now we've got data sets that are clipped to North America for both contour lines as well as the raster data set. And the raster data set, again, I could double click this and I could go in and choose an appropriate color ramp, something that I'd like to work with, that kind of pulls out the data set a little bit more, gives us a little bit different look instead of the black and the white. That looks a little bit more professional to me, but so, and I can thicken up my contours. Let's see if I can zoom in and find our contours. There they are. So you can see our contours. And so now this map, now we can work with this data set and go a little bit further and make some nice graphics. And that concludes all the steps. Thanks.